What are you? Do you ever look into the mirror and love yourself? Are you enamored with your own identity? Are you afraid of yourself and what you may do despite this? Well, look no further to the questions that erode your mind. There are answers. Answers that you, despite your curiosity, may have trouble accepting. You hate yourself, yet you know your own strengths. You have a type of superficial charm that some may feel attracted to. You can obtain what you want through this charm, and you often do well in social dynamics in which you are the master. You have a metaphorical slave on a leash who would do best to do your bidding. You have an intense sense of individual worth. You believe that you are better than anyone else. If you see someone who has a skill that you lack, you will hate them. You may attempt to better yourself to get ahead of others. Though you will often feel little remorse in the wake of such. From such, you will attempt to find it difficult to be bored. If you are bored, you will often act erratically and attempt to find extreme measures to escape your boredom. What measures, you may ask? Well, keep reading. In an attempt to overcome your shortcomings, you will lie pathologically. You will attempt to make yourself feel better than you are through such a mechanism. You will refuse to accept that someone is stronger, smarter, or simply a better person than you are. You lie to such a degree that you cannot tell the truth from lies ultimately. You may be stunned from such, yet you only lie more to overcome such weakness. Through your lies, you may attempt to manipulate others. It may be your slave, it may be those who you scarcely know. Yet, you will be on top no matter the circumstance. You will pertain to such behavior for self-motivation. You struggle with remorse or guilt. You can hurt someone's feelings and feel virtually nothing for them. Sometimes this can be a benefit. You can use this in a workplace to get ahead and not feel crippled by such emotions. Yet, when you see a loved one face their demise, you will feel little in their passing. You will fail to care whatsoever. You are a fabulous actor, despite having a low emotional range. You struggle with emotions to such degrees that you veil that from others. Yet, you act as though you're the greatest, similar to that of a narcissist. You cannot feel the same way, and you lie to yourself. You attempt to change yourself through such mechanisms. You will attempt to exploit and manipulate those above you. This can take many facets, including weakening their self-esteem and destroying their social relationships. You live a parasitic lifestyle, using others only for your advantage. You are impulsive without a doubt. Anything you do that will give you an advantage, you will attempt to do. You may plan it fully out and be discovered. This is a fear that you instill in yourself. What if people find out the secret underlying who you are? The secret that makes you what you are? You have highly promiscuous sexual behavior. If you cannot feel for the other, then why should you stay with only a single partner? Sexual contact brings you pleasure, and you should follow through on that. You will sleep around to the best of your ability and do whatever you can for sexual contact. Do you have faint memories of the past? Do you remember going to a string of therapists as a child? You block out many of those memories, but they are indeed prevalent. You have the faintest inkling that it was due to violence or simply erratic behavior toward your peers. You remember another thing from your past as well. You always had high expectations. From an early age, you wanted to be a CEO with massive amounts of money. You have no experience in the field. You have no true self-knowledge of what you are capable of, yet you pursue an idealistic long-term goal. You are wildly irresponsible. In school, you struggled to follow commands and directions of teachers. You struggled when your self-worth was doubted. You choose your own lifestyle and attempted to create your own path through using others for your gains and individual benefit. You struggle with accepting responsibility for your own actions. You struggle when you are wrong. You refuse to accept that and will attempt to ratify that. No, not through the right mechanisms. You will attempt to wrong the person who called you out on your mistakes. Does this sound like you? Do you have many of these traits? You have wondered for quite some time what that means to you, what that makes you. It makes you a psychopath.